This grand purpose is conformity. This is what God's doing. And it's recognizable, and we do it through imitation, holistically. Everything about me needs to be reoriented around Christ. And he's our why. There's not another why. It's his person. And so I'm just gonna talk about 3 areas real quick where I'd like to just have you think about this. So the first is prayer. So one of the challenges we have in being Sin Network and being involved with Southern Baptist is we have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of great people. We have 47,000 churches. We got staff. We got a lot of stuff. If you're part of our family, it's a tremendous blessing. But when you get a lot of stuff, sometimes what can happen is you can forget where the stuff come from. And then you just slowly do a prayer creep, and you get away from prayer. And I remember when I was pastoring a church all the way back in 1994, I called a prayer meeting at my house, and first 2 guys showed up, and then 3 guys showed up, and then 5 guys showed up, and then 10 guys showed up. And pretty soon we had like 30 guys on my living room couch. We're like weeping. We prayed for 3 hours straight. And you know what happened the next morning? I got up and preached, and it was like a little crowd. You know, it was like 38 people or 40-something people. And literally, and some of you guys, you guys are too conservative for this, so just plug your ears for what I'm about to say right now. Because it involves the Holy Spirit doing stuff that's outside of your book. But I'm just saying, not your book, not God's book. And the Spirit fell. He fell. And people were on the ground like weeping. I could show you people on Facebook that'll trace their salvation back to that day. People called in the ministry that day, not because of me. We were praying. When I was meeting earlier with Brother Vance, he threw out the name Jeremiah Lymphier. Anybody know that name? Like 2 people know that name. That's unfortunate. Because Jeremiah had this crazy idea that he should open up this shop at 12 o'clock every single day and pray. Like, that's crazy. And the revival started. And do you know, in the book of Acts, the first thing the church did when they gathered together was not preach. It wasn't a business meeting. It wasn't, hey, we need to get a vision statement and we need to fundraise and we need, no. The first thing they did, you read it for yourself, Acts 1, 12 through 14, is they had a prayer meeting. Yeah. I'm just saying, they prayed. And we know Jesus prayed. So to pray is to be like Jesus. I've been so convicted of this. Some of you know I became the executive director of Maryland, Delaware. We have this like executive suite where you walk in and there's like glass doors because you know us execs, we're big stuff, you know what I mean? Big time. And we have the glass suites and a suite and you open the doors and you walk in and there's like the secretary's there and then we have our own conference room because we can't share it with you guys because I mean we're top dogs. And then the office, he has his own little office. And so God gave me this vision a long time ago when I first started working there over 8 years ago, that there would be a room in this that was completely devoted to prayer. And then when I became the exec, I could do whatever I want. So guess what I did? I took the exec office, pulled all the stuff out, took the doors off, and we made it a vision prayer room. And now when you walk in the exec office, not the exec, it's a vision prayer room. And on the wall, you can write on the wall. And people started writing prayer requests. And I wrote a prayer request for Adam and Julie Walker, who've been trying to get pregnant for years and such heartache. And do you know, they called me and she's pregnant? Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, we're